Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everyone? Wasn't expecting to be live tonight. All right, but I got home on time and this fight is starting really, really late. So I was able to jump on live. All right. Just wait for a few more people to come in here. Hoping everyone is having a good weekend. Just nice setup. What's good? All right, so gonna wait for some more people to come in here. I'm sure everyone is up doing live commentary. Plus, it's a holiday weekend, so I'm not expecting a large amount of people to come in tonight. But you know, I'm home. You watching this fight? We're gonna cover some boxing. I don't know how many pre-fights we're getting here. I mean, it's already 10:30, and this is the first fight that's being televised tonight that just started. Carmen, what's up? It was a really good time. I took them to a comedy show tonight over at Caroline's. They didn't know where we was going, so we got to see some big New York comedians. Capone, what's this dude's name? We saw Capone, we saw Talent, we saw Rob Stapleton. And it was a crazy show. The whole show was funny. It was a good time. Yeah, it was a good time. So I'm just getting back in, and I had more than enough time to get back to watch the fight. Didn't think I'd be back home this early. And yeah, I'm here. And you're probably gonna hear a lot of fireworks in the background. They've been going crazy for the last couple hours. But yeah. What's going on? What's going on with you? What's going on? Who we got in here? And online, offline. Yo, what's up? This kid, Rivera, looks just like Muhammad Ali. It's crazy. This is a lightweight WBA title eliminator here. So the champ is going to have to fight one of these guys soon. So yeah, we'll chat it up as soon as some more people get in here. Like I said, it shouldn't be a lot of people tonight. It's kind of light night of boxing here. You know, Chris Colbert made a lot of noise this week with the comments he made about Deontay Wilder. And I'm going to address a little bit more there. I know I made a video late last night on it. I've been reading the comments all day. And, you know, I guess, you know, I changed the title. I normally don't do it, but I changed the title because a lot of people didn't like the fact that I said that he was slandering Wilder. He was slandering Wilder because of what Wilder has been saying, his behavior, the excuses. So in a way, he was slandering Wilder, calling him a sucker and everything like that. But I changed the title because people wasn't listening to the video. They just saw the title and was commenting based on what I said in the title and not what I said in the video. And that kind of annoyed me because I kept getting comments basically talking about the title and not enough comments of people responding to what I said in the video, which was kind of annoying me. So, but yeah, we'll address a little bit more of that during this this fight commentary. But this is going to be a real chill fight commentary. I'm not really going too hard. Just want to talk boxing and just enjoy the night, you know. Prime time. I don't know what time prime time is walking out. I really don't. I can try to look it up for you. The broadcast on Showtime is on right now. I don't know how many pre-fights we're going to get. You know what I'm saying? But I'm assuming if listen, For a card to start at 10:30, because they were showing the Tank Davis Mario Barrios fight just now. If the card is starting at 10:30, I mean, I would think that Chris Colbert would be coming out next. You know, I'll be really shocked if they have 3 fights. But you know what? Let me look it up. You know, because we could be getting 3 fights here. And hope we're not, because you know, I don't want to really wait that long to get that fight. Let's see what time. Hopefully they can tell us what time he expected to walk out. Usually they do tell us. I don't know, maybe it's on Twitter somewhere. The site doesn't have it. This doesn't have it either. All right, well, the broadcast is on, and they're showing a title eliminator right now at 135. This is the Coleman. Colbert fights next. Thank you, Karma. Thank you. Yo, you always holding me down on here. Appreciate it. They're in the West Coast 3 hours behind. Yeah, well, 10:30 Eastern it is. KRO, what's up, man? Andy, what's up? How are you guys celebrating your 4th of July? Doing anything special? I haven't figured out what I'm doing tomorrow, but I'll probably be on in the morning. I'll probably drop something tomorrow morning. You know, I do feel like talking about some boxing, and now that I have some free time, some vacation time, I'm looking forward to doing some extra videos, putting out more content. Hey, BoxingWave, what's up, Devin? If Chris is successful tonight, who would you like to see him face in the future? I've been saying before, you know, Chris Colbert looks like an elite fighter at 130. I would love, like, if it was really up to me, I would love to see him face Shakur Stevenson. I don't think they would fight each other, but I would love to see that fight. I would love to see him fight Diaz, Farmer, you know, even the champs, you know, any of them. Valdez, you know, Herring, who was supposed to be fighting, hopefully fighting Shakur Stevenson. So I would love to see Chris fight some of the top fighters, you know, like he's been in the game for a minute, you know. Yes, he's still very young, but I'm looking for a huge step up, you know. I feel like his career has been moving kind of slowly. And maybe that's part of what their team want. Maybe they just want to keep developing him. But I just feel that I've been following him longer than some of the younger guys that I like who came out later than him. And I feel like a lot of these guys are, you know, more popular, or they're talked a lot more than Chris is. So I would just really like to see Chris fight a top fighter at 130. It might not be a champion, but I would love to see him fight Tank or whoever, you know. Even if he were to go and fight one of the guys at 135, that's cool. But I'm ready for him to fight a real top fighter. And King Tug is a good fighter. But he's not really proven at the division either, you know. So that's how I feel. I just want him to fight a top fighter at this point at 130, you know. And I believe at one of these sanctioning bodies, I don't know if it's the WBC. It probably is a WBC, but I think he's ranked number 1 in 1 or maybe 2 of the sanctioning bodies. I just ready for the real fight at this point. People are now paying attention because of what he said about Wilder. You know, a lot of people are more aware of who he is because of his comments this week, like I said in my video last night. So now that you got everybody's attention, It's time for him to perform tonight, and hopefully we can get him a big fight soon. You know, that's all. Karma's going to SeaWorld. That's what's up. I haven't been to SeaWorld. I went to SeaWorld in Florida when I was a kid. I haven't been there since I was a kid. You know, I think the last aquarium that I went to was when I went to London 2 years ago. You guys, some of you guys remember that because I did like a video on my trip to London. I actually went to go see Joshua face whoever he was supposed to fight in London before they scheduled the fight here in New York. And, you know, I booked the trip that week and he didn't end up fighting, but I ended up going to London anyway. And I went to the aquarium out in Westminster, I believe. And it was pretty dope. It was nice. Devin, yeah, absolutely. I care about the NBA. I didn't watch the game today though, but to give you, you know, my thoughts on it right now, I'm actually rooting for the Suns only because I kind of want to see Chris Paul get a ring before he, you know, retires. I don't know if he's going to stay with the Suns this season. You know, I know a lot of people are talking about him coming to the Knicks. You know, after this season, because he's probably not going to get the max contract over there with Phoenix. But who won this today? The Bucks won. Okay, the Bucks is winning. I'm expecting the Bucks to beat the Hawks though. But yeah, I do watch the NBA and I do care about it. You know, been very, very unpredictable. You know, I thought Brooklyn was going to win. I didn't think the Lakers was going to get eliminated the first round. But it's pretty cool that the NBA, even last year, Miami making it to the finals was really, really shocking to me. You know, Tomato Khan, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm happy for, you know what? I like Giannis, like as a person and as a player. But I'm not a fan of his game. You know, I don't enjoy watching his game. His game is kind of the way he balls. He's an amazing basketball player. I'm not trying to take anything away, but I don't enjoy his game. You know, like that's just me. You know, but I like him as a person, and you know, I want to see him win too. It's just that, you know, I've been a Chris Paul fan since he's been in the league, and I kind of want him to get his ring before he goes. I think Giannis will get his opportunity at some point, but hopefully he can recover from that overextension on his knee. Oh, nice right hand by Rivera in his fourth round. Hey, he really looks like Muhammad Ali in this fight, like the shorts. Oh, another right hand. Nice. Very quick. Another one lands. He's having a good round. Yeah, that's how I feel, you know. And to be honest, when it comes to the NBA, I'm like, I wanted Brooklyn to do good, but I'm kind of tired of the super teams, man. To be honest, like, I like the fact that the teams that are currently playing are not like super teams, you know, where it's just like a three-headed monster with nothing with 3 or 4 superstars, all-stars. I'm kind of glad that some of these other teams are winning in the playoffs, you know. Carter, I'm not scoring this fight because I'm like watching it casually and just chatting with you guys. I'm not really giving much commentary here for this fight. Just kind of chatting it up with you guys, and that's pretty much it. I'm probably going to be on in the morning, though. I feel like I should be. I want to do a couple of videos, and I definitely want to talk about some of the upcoming fights. I don't know which video I'm going to do tomorrow, but I'm probably going to go on live tomorrow morning before everybody gets their day started. No, I know it's a holiday tomorrow. If you're here in the US, you're probably gonna go out, celebrate, go to barbecues, whatever it is you're gonna do. So I might jump on in the morning before everyone gets their day started. Nice right hand again by Rivera. He's pretty sharp. He's pretty sharp. But you can tell, like I can tell, like he's not fighting, you know, from what I've seen from Fernandez, he's not really all that, you know. So he's looking good here. But I don't know how good, being him that he's ranked so highly, or the winner of this fight is going to be ranked high because it's a title eliminator. I don't know how they would look against the very best there at 135. Yeah, man. I hope Mikey Garcia versus Prograis will happen. I would like it to, I'm a big fan of both. The both of them I've been a fan of Mikey obviously for a whole lot longer. But I'm a fan of Prograis right now. Like he's one of my top 10 favorite fighters to watch. And I would love to see the fight, man. Yeah, you got a point, D-Style. Thank you for the donation. He do kind of look more like Floyd Patterson in the face, I guess. But I think the haircut he has right now and the shorts make him look more like Ali. But yeah, in the face, he looks more like Floyd Patterson. Absolutely. You're definitely on point with that. But he definitely has the Ali, appearance. But he looks like Floyd Patterson in the face. He kind of looks like Ali a little bit too. He has some of it there. But in the face, he looks like Patterson. He just don't have the, Patterson had the, like the Jerry curl. Like he had the haircut, but he had like the Jerry curl on his head a little bit. He look a little bit more like Ali, though, the way he's dressed and the way he got his haircut. But yeah, I got you. Thank you with the donation, bro. Hopefully I could get back on your channel on one of these Thursdays real soon. All right, shout out to my guy D-Style Boxing. If you haven't subscribed, if you're not subscribed to him, make sure you go over to his channel and subscribe to him right now. One of the best channels out there, and he's an OG. Been on here for years. Do great podcasts. Great podcasts. But yeah, going back to watching Mikey and Prograis. It's a tough fight, man. It's a tough fight. I think that's anybody's fight. I really think that's anybody's fight. That's anybody's fight. I think that's a true 50-50 fight. Mikey is obviously more accomplished. But Prograis is hungrier. He's more active. He's hungrier. Obviously, he wants the big fights, but he's hungry. Mikey is more of a guy that he's been a top guy since he was young. Prograis is hungry right now, man. And he's looking for a guy that is going to give him more respect and more recognition right now. Because at this time, yeah, he fought Josh and he lost to Josh, but it was a good fight. But he's still looking for a name, He's been calling out a lot of fighters for a long time, and he hasn't really gotten that fight that's really going to solidify his position in this sport. He lost to Josh, but it was a good performance. They both made it to the finals of that World Boxing Super Series, and I believe at that time, this is no disrespect to what's his name? I'm sorry, I can't think of his name right now. The other champion that just lost to Josh Jim. I'm having a brain freeze right now. But I believe that Josh Taylor and Regis Prograis, that fight was between the two best in the division, you know? And, that fight was the most competitive fight out of all the top fighters at 140 in this generation, you know? Jose Ramirez, I'm sorry. Jose Ramirez. Yeah, thanks, guys. Jose Ramirez. I know he was unified. I know he had an extra belt. But I believe that Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor was the real battle of who was the best at the division, If Regis Prograis and Jose Ramirez eventually fight each other at some point, I will be picking Regis Prograis. And obviously that fight was a lot more competitive for Josh Taylor than the Jose Ramirez fight. So I think Prograis has a lot more that he wants to prove. And that fight with Mikey would be tough. It would be tough for both. To be honest, I'm kind of leaning towards Prograis. I just think he's hungrier. Mikey, I don't really know his position anymore. I think he is one of the best talents in the sport. I don't really know what he wants anymore. I really don't know. He's kind of a guy that he just kind of fights because he has the name and he's really good. I don't think he's really trying to accomplish anything, Yeah, Devin, I said that on Twitter the other day, and it's actually still being retweeted. I agree with you. I think Mikey should have fought Loma, He should have fought Loma. But there was a threat there in that fight, and if he had lost to Loma, I don't think he would have gotten the big money fights that he got after. Like, he made a lot of money fighting Jesse Vargas. He made a lot of money fighting Errol Spence. So I think he chose to put himself in danger fighting these guys at welterweight. Fernandez caught Rivera with a right hand, man, perfectly timed, and dropped him here in the 6th round. Halfway through the 6th round, caught him good, caught him really clean. Don't know if Rivera's really hurt, but let's see. Let's see if he can survive here, because we got a whole half a round to go. Well, over a minute now. And I was liking Rivera. He looks like he's still hurt. He's trying to survive. Fernandez is trying to finish him off, but Rivera's tying up here. We got less than a minute here in this 6th round. I think Rivera is starting to recover a little bit here. Wow, very clean right hand. Fernandez seems to be trying to time that same punch again. Let's see what happens. Oh, he threw it again. Rivera slipped and caught him. Oh, Rivera caught him with a right hand. Okay, we getting some action here. Yeah, but I'm kind of leaning towards Prograis. I think Prograis he's just fresher right now. If he can make 140 okay, without any issues, and just be at his best, I think he could pull off the fight, against Mikey. Mikey has a lot to lose with this fight, though. It's a bigger risk for him because he can always get a good fight or a big fight because of his name. And fighting Prograis, that just goes to show, the whole thing that I was speaking on the other day about risk and reward. And for Mikey, very high risk. I don't want to say it's a low reward, because it's not, because it's a good fighter. But I think just about anybody, almost anybody, would be willing to get in the ring with Mikey if the opportunity presented itself from 135 to 147. I still think he even can get guys at 147 if he really wanted to. You know, shout out to everyone that's coming into the room. Do I think Canelo will fight better BF? Yeah. If he cleans up at 168, I think we might get that fight. That's not a fight that I think is like impossible to happen. I'm just kind of waiting to see if the Plant fight is going to happen, because I don't think the Plant fight is going to be easy to make. I'm sure they're probably negotiating behind the scenes right now. But if he does get the Plant fight, one or two things. I think Plant is going to be overpaid probably. And also, I think Canelo is going to be obligated to fight other guys on the PBC. I don't think he's just going to get this one fight deal. I think at some point they're going to make Canelo, fight. And I know he made comments, oh, low blow, time, low blow. It didn't look low, though. I see Rivera shoot a jab, but I guess it was low because Fernandez reacted to it like it was low. I didn't see it. They're not showing a replay. I want to see the replay. Okay, it was deflected. Okay, that happens a lot. A lot of guys deflect the shot and it goes straight down. So it could have been an accident. All right. So what was I saying? What was I talking about? Canelo. I think if he does get the Plant fight, I don't think it's just going to be about money. I think it's going to be about fighting other PBC fighters if he's going to get this opportunity. I know he's went public and there was reports the other day about him wanting to fight Benavidez and Charlo. Let's see how that works out, But I can see him fighting better BF. I don't think that fight is one of those fights where it's like, yo, I don't think Canelo would do it. I think it's a fight that Canelo would do if he is trying to go to 175, So, yeah, smash that like button. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate the support. Everyone that's here, all 50 of you, please smash that like button for me. I appreciate it. I know this is going to be it's not a large group tonight, but, show some support if you can. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. My man that's in Arabic says, what's up, Wave? Do you think Canelo team is being serious about fighting better BF? Because, damn, he is the toughest challenge at light heavyweight. To no one should mention Bivol or anyone else. I don't think that's fair to say. I think better BF is definitely a little bit more proven than Bivol is, yes. But I think Bivol, has a different style. And I think Bivol can bring problems to Canelo as well. I think both are challenging for Canelo for different reasons. All right, but Bivol ain't no slouch. Joe Smith, he kind of outboxed Joe Smith easily. We've seen what Joe Smith has been capable of doing at the division. Better BF beat Volsdick and retired him, and that was a great win. But they're both accomplished. I just know that Better BF has been more dominant because of his knockouts. I think he has all of his fights he's won by knockout at this point. All right. So I think both fights are very good. But if they're being serious about fighting better BF, yeah, I think Canelo would do it. I think he would do it. I don't know when he would do it. But we have to just wait and see. Yeah, if the Plant fight doesn't work, I don't see him doing any other PBC fights. I know a lot of people are bringing up Benavidez and Jamal Charlo. If he can't do Plant, I don't think Canelo's going to be bothered with the PBC unless he fights Plant first, because he wants to be undisputed. And, not for nothing, but this is what annoys me about this whole network thing, promoted thing, because Plant should be pushing to have that fight. If he really truly wants to be undisputed, if he truly wants to be great, he should be telling his advisor that he wants to fight no matter what. Fernandez looks like he just got knocked out. I don't think he's getting up. He's badly hurt. Rivera caught him. Yeah, he's done. Fight is over. Knockout. And I didn't see the punch. Let me rewind it real quick. Oh, damn. I can't rewind it because this is the Showtime app. Damn. I got to wait till they show the replay. All right. But Fernandez was out. And he's still down. Damn, I missed it. I was talking to you guys or reading one of the comments. Oh, damn. That must have been a bad knockout because the way you guys are reacting. Yo, I honestly don't think, if people think Better BF can beat Canelo, that's fine. I really don't think it's far-fetched. I believe that Canelo has a chance of winning that fight. I think Better BF is very, very good. I'm not trying to make it seem like, I'm underestimating him. I understand how dangerous he is. I just don't think that he's unbeatable. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think Canelo is unbeatable. But if Canelo were to win that fight, I wouldn't be shocked. But I could see people picking Better BF. Canelo went up and fought Kovalev. He didn't fight Better BF. He didn't fight Bivol. Oh, yeah, that was a nice right hand. Right on the temple, too. That was a nice right hand, man. That was a nice one, too. They're showing it again. Boom. Why are they talking about the punch being illegal? I don't get it. Whatever. Yeah, Better BF didn't look good on his comeback fight. I'm sure it's because he was rusty. Or maybe, and I've said this before, maybe he was just trying to get the rounds in, Maybe he was just trying to get the rounds in a little bit. I don't focus too much on fights that are against journeymen where the fight lasts a lot longer than expected. I think a guy coming back off a layoff, dude had COVID, dude had injuries. He scheduled like 3-4 fights and scheduled fights in a row. I'm not gonna criticize him too much for that performance, Kofi Jitsu says we already know Canelo's power carries up to 175. Absolutely. Bro asked me what other boxing channels do I watch. I watch a lot of boxing channels, but I don't watch boxing channels often. Let me say that. If I happen to just be scrolling and the topic seems interesting, I might click on channels. I watch but I don't watch any boxing channel a lot. It really depends on what the topic is and if I'm interested. I don't watch many of them. But I do watch who I've been watching lately. I watch Counter Punch Boxing. I watch Boxing Beats and Rhymes, D Style, Blood Boxing. I watch Trail Boxing Talk. I watch who else do I watch? I can't think of everybody right now. Damn. Yeah, off top, I can't think of everybody right now, but I'm naming the people that I can remember. I can know like this week. I watch Ring Boxing IQ. I really like his channel. I watch. Uh, so there's a lot. I just can't think of them off top. I can't think of all of them off top. I should go on a boxer rant. I listen to them every once in a blue. I know they don't make. They pretty much set up like a podcast. I watch their stuff from time to time. All right. I do watch the Boxing Bros. I realize that they drop their content on Sundays. Like they'll do a show and then they'll do a lot of clips of their thing. So depending on what the topic, I might listen to, some of their videos at times. I watch Bruce Vane every now and then too. It really depends on the topic, like a lot of these channels I do like. But if it's a channel and I kind of know what their opinion is on it already, I kind of maybe don't watch it. It really depends. Yes, I watch Richard Dwyer. But none of these channels I listen to every day. I love some of them, but it really depends on what the topic is. So sometimes I listen to Dwyer if he's gonna do a breakdown of a fight that it's really difficult to call, just to see if he's seeing it the way I seen it. So I listen to Dwyer because Dwyer is an extremely technical boxing breakdown channel. But Dwyer he's a gambler, so he's influenced by the odds and stuff. So sometimes when he does the commentary as much, and listen, I don't know anywhere near the amount of I don't have the knowledge that he has, he's a real YouTube OG, but I understand too that he's highly influenced by the betting odds. And I think sometimes that derails him a little bit when he does his picks, Yeah, Montero boxing is cool. I watch his stuff. Who else, you guys? Let me scroll up a little bit here. I listen. I would go on other people's channels, but to be honest, I get a lot of requests to go on channels, and the thing is with me, if I can't drop my own content for that week, I'm not gonna be looking to join anybody else's content. Channel. I try to make sure that my channel is the priority, and that's why I don't really be a guest of too many channels. Every now and then, my boy Punch Drunk, I might jump on his channel. I listen to Punch Drunk a lot. Shout out to Punch Drunk. I might jump on him if he's up late and I have some time. You might see me on his channel. You see me on his channel a few times. I like to just jump on. Shout out to my boy Zone 6 too. I've been listening to a lot of him lately. He's back. He's another YouTube OG. Where actually me and him started doing videos around the same time. All right. So we're like in the same class, I guess, of as far as the time that we came on YouTube. I listen to Showbiz from time to time too. He's very animated. Depending on the topic, it's the same thing. It depends on the topic, It really depends on the topic. But if I had to give you like my favorite, like ones that I go to just because I want to hear them, like Boxing Beats and Rhymes is probably one of my favorites. I like when Beats just talk. He can just talk, and I can listen to him if I'm like cleaning or if I'm taking a drive. I like to hear what Beats have to say because Beats is always going to mix the now with the past, and he's going to give you better examples. If he has a point that he wants to make, he's gonna throw in examples of like some older stuff that went down that a lot of the newer fans won't know, you know. So I listen to Boxing Beats. He's probably like one of my favorites, if not my favorite. He's up there. I really like Rank IQ because he's more professional. He does good with the news, and he does good. Like, I trust his channel because he brings the facts, and he's not as biased as most channels. You know, I think everybody's a little biased. Um, I like Hatman too. I haven't listened to him recently. Um, but I've been listening to Hatman for years. But to be honest, I haven't listened to him recently. Not like recently, just every now and then. But I do like Hatman too. He's cool. He's another guy that's been around for a really, really long time. You know, Unrivaled is cool. I listen to some of his stuff. And there's some new channels that I do listen to from time to time too. But if I had to say my favorites, definitely Beats. Ring IQ is one of my favorites too. The Wire is one of my favorites because he gives, you know, technical analysis and stuff. I subscribe to a lot of channels, but I don't watch many of them that much. You know, I like Blood Boxing because he's so hardcore. So when I want to hear like a good rant and someone go off, I like listening to that, you know. And he's been around too. He's another OG. So, and he's very knowledgeable about the history of the sport. So yeah, you know, I have my certain favorites, but you know, I don't listen to anyone that much. Like, I don't listen to any channel like every day, or, you know, I probably listen to Beats the most, man, because I think Beats, when I listen to him, even when I disagree with Beats on certain things, I still respect his views on it. Like, I never thought like, yo, this dude's bugging out. You know, most other channels, though, there was some point where I was like, oh, all right, you're taking it too far, or like I completely disagree with them. You know, yeah, Blood's rants are really, really funny, man. He's really funny when he rants, man. He gets so disrespectful, but sometimes it's like, it's like, you know, going out. Like, I like to go out a lot, right? But most of the time I like going to a nice lounge and chilling, you know, somewhere where it's like classy people at. But every once in a while, you want to go to the hood spot and turn up a little bit, you know? So I look at Blood Boxing and as that guy, you know, like that guy is like, yo, I want to just hear someone go off. And that's what Blood Boxing does. He just go in there. He's not trying to be professional. He's just being himself, you know? Yeah, Beats is a boxing guru for sure, you know, and he's probably my number one for sure. You know, Beats is crazy. Like, he could just pull things from different times of the past 100 years at will to make his points and makes his arguments. It's a lot of boxing historians on here, but I think the way he does it, it's like boom. He does it so natural, you know. It's not too many people like him, you know. I just think that some of the best channels don't have the most subscribers. I think some of the channels with the most subscribers, I think there's some channels that are just, you know, within around the range I'm at, or maybe less. Like, so a lot of people ask me, IBFP too. I listen to IBFP. He's another guy that, you know what, depending on the topic, I know what I'm getting for him. You know, he's the biggest Canelo supporter for sure, without a doubt. You got to be real about that. But there are certain topics where I want to hear somebody go off, you know, and I listen to him. You know, I want to hear sometimes I want to hear Bruce Vane. Like, he's hard. Like, he's, you know, like he's like the newer blood where he's just like, he goes off when he, you know, when he makes one of his videos about Wilder or whoever, like blood, like Bruce Vane goes off or whoever, and he brings up valid points. I don't always agree with him. I don't always agree with any of these channels, but you know, I still have an ear for them because I like what they say sometimes, you know, and I'm never going to be that guy. I'm not, that's not me. Like, I'm not, I try very hard not to be disrespectful because I feel that, I feel that most people, like, as far as like, when people come on here and insult you and stuff and call you out and just be disrespectful, it's not realistic to me. It makes me lose respect for people because conversations don't go like this in real life. So if I wouldn't say these things to your face, I'm not going to talk like this on the video. You know, I'm not going to turn my camera on and just disrespect fighters or disrespect other channels, because the reality is, if we were to have the same discussion and disagreement in person, it's going to be a civilized conversation. Because all these guys that are like fake tough guys on the internet, if they were to talk like this to people in person, they would be dead. You know, like when we talk sports in a barbershop, we disagree. We yell at each other sometimes, but it's still some sort of respect there. Like, people are not getting ready to fight. Whereas on YouTube and social media, it's a safe place to be disrespectful. You can say what you want to say to people. In real life, people don't talk this way to you. I've gone to fights, right? Even Wilder fights, where people came up to me. They was like, yo, I respect you. I mean, you know, I watch your channel. I don't disagree. I mean, I disagree with you, you know, how you feel on this video about Wilder. But it's always a civilized conversation because people are not going to just walk up to you and be disrespectful. But on the keyboard or your phone, you can say whatever you want. You can be the toughest guy on the planet. Like, you can do and say whatever you want. And in real life, and people don't talk this way to you. They disagree with you. You might go back and forth and yell, but you know, nobody's disrespectful in person. So that's why I can never, this is why I can never be that way on YouTube. I'm never going to be like disrespectful. Sometimes I rant and stuff, but you know, I still keep it boxing. You know, I don't be talking crazy like some of these other channels. Some of these other channels are way too disrespectful, you know, and sometimes it's entertaining, but sometimes it's too much. All right, Chris Colbert is coming out. King Tug is walking to the ring now. So if you do have access to Showtime, or if you're streaming it, just know that the fight is starting now. All right. Yeah. If I don't like a channel, or I'm never gonna disrespect channels. So don't ask me about channels. Like, I'm not gonna do it. You know, if I don't support them or if I don't watch them like that, I'm not gonna say nothing bad about them. You know, it's just let them do their thing. You know, and that's that. I'm always gonna be respectful, even if I don't like watch their stuff. Like, there's channels out there that I despise, and you will never know. There are channels out there, and some of you guys like these channels. You know, I get a lot of people that sit here and tell me about the LDBC and LDBC channels and stuff, or channels that are aligned with the LDBC. And those are not even my least favorite channels. You know, there are some people in the LDBC that I dislike. There are some that are there, right? Like, I really dislike. But there are some channels out there that are terrible to me. Like, I can't stand them. But you will never know, because if I don't like them, I just don't listen to them. You know, I'm not the type to just be bashing channels. There's other channels that's out there for that. I'm not trying to bring that kind of channel. I'm just doing my thing. So I'll support the channels that I do respect. But if I don't respect them, it's no point of even mentioning them, you know? That's just the way I see it. But there are some bad channels out there. Like sometimes, one time there was a point where, and this was years ago. This is like maybe like 4 years ago. I was like, yo, one day I'm just gonna do a video talking about the best and worst channels on YouTube. But then I was like, nah, because I'm not trying to create like a whole bunch of tension. Like I never been one of those type of dudes, you know. So I think at that point, if I were to do that, I would have been capping a little bit, and that's not my style, you know. But sometimes, like I think I had listened to this one or two channels where I was just like, yo, these dudes make the worst kind of content. But I was just like, yo, I'm not ever gonna address them, you know. Let them. They have their following. Their following want to listen to what they have to say, and that's their business, man. You know. So Prime Time is walking to the ring right now. He's about to enter the ring. So tune in. Captain Hook, Captain Crochet. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much for the donation, man. This is a French channel, one of the best French channels out there. I've been a guest on his channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to him, man. Canadian channel, French Canadian channel. He says, I agree, but when you see the big channel are run by biggest casuals on earth, I heard my 30 years of hardcore fan life in boxing YouTube wave, YouTube. Yeah, listen, this is my thing. I'm not really concerned about popularity. The most knowledgeable channels, and I'm just speaking like people that know their stuff, people that try to be, you know, logical and try to just give the news the way it's supposed to be given, you know. They don't have the most subscribers, you know. A lot of people tell me all the time, like, yo, you should have way more subscribers. And I've said, like, no, I'm comfortable. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I do have a lot of subscribers, but I don't have as many as you guys think I should have because I don't drop enough content. You know, I take accountability. I don't drop as much content. Some of these channels, they drop 3-4 videos a day. You know, I can go weeks without dropping content. Now, there's some weeks where I could drop almost every day, but there's some weeks where you might not see me. You know, I do what I can, you know. If I had more time to drop more content, I would. But it's all about timing and volume. And I don't have the volume that a lot of other channels have. I think people, I know I'm one of the most respectful channels out there. When as far as respect, you know, even the channels that don't rock with me anymore, at one point, your favorite channel listened to my channel. They listened to me up until a point where I didn't agree with them. And then they felt away and they stopped rocking with me because, you know, I wasn't running with some kind of narrative. You know what I'm saying? So they stopped rocking out with me, which is fine. You know, you like who you like. But your favorite channel at some point, whoever it is, they either still or at one point love my channel. And that comes from every single type of group of boxing because there's so many different YouTube groups. There's so many of them at this point, you know. And a lot of it is based on, you know, fanboys. You know, a lot of fanboys want to just hear things that, even if they're true or not true, they want to just keep hearing what they want to hear. And that's just people, man. That's not the fanboys. That's people. A lot of people just want to hear what they want to hear, even if it's not true. You know, I don't really have a hard, like, my core base is kind of wide. Like, I don't have a hardcore fan base. Like, I mean, I have a fan base, but I don't have one specific group of people that follow me. Everybody that follows me, if you look at these comments, look at the versatility, or the not the versatility, but the what's the word? Diversity in the people that leave comments here, you know, or in my videos. You know, if you look at the percentages of the countries that subscribe to my channel, they're all over the place. I like that, you know. I don't want a hardcore one. Like, I don't want a Joshua fan base, strictly Joshua. I don't want a strictly Fury or Wilder fan base. I don't want a strictly Canelo fan base. I don't want a strictly Errol Spence or Terrence. I don't have a strict fan base with one fighter. I am one of the few channels that don't have that. A lot of channels, there are specific fans that follow them because they know that they're going to be consistent with that fighter. No matter what they do, they're going to always ride with them. And I don't have that. And I don't want that. Like, I'm good with that. And I think those channels like myself are the ones that don't have the large following. You know, the ones that do, they're solely focused on one or two specific fighters on one, maybe one network or whatever, you know? And that's cool. Whatever, do whatever makes it work. I'm not hating. I'm just speaking on me, and I'm comparing myself to other channels out there. You know, I'm a fan of boxing. I'm not a fan of just one or two specific fighters. The fight is starting, by the way, so we're gonna get this commentary going. Shout out to everyone that's here. You know I did tell you guys that I was not gonna do a commentary for this fight, but I was able to jump on here and you know, get it in with you guys. This should be a good fight, though. This is not an easy fight for Chris Colbert. I like this fight. I think with King Tug, though, I think the only thing is, you know, he's moved up to fight Chris. So I'm interested to see what Chris can do against him. Oh, nice combination by Nyambayar. I'm going to keep it on King Tug. I don't want to mess up his name, but King Tug came out fast, and he's letting his hand go. And he landed another right hand. He's coming out very, very aggressive against Chris Colbert. And he's landed a couple clean shots so far. Prime Time is like looking to push back now. Now he's coming forward. Nice jab lands for Colbert. Another jab lands for Colbert. All right. Oh, nice right hand lands for Colbert. So now he's coming forward. King Tug lands a combination to the body. But Prime Time is heavy on the jab now. He's woke. He's up now. He's finally awake because Tug came out very aggressive. So now Colbert seems to be a little bit in control, and he's the one that's coming forward, and he is just shooting that jab. Oh, nice combination by Colbert again. Nice 1-2. Tug is taking the shots well so far. Let's see. Tug lands a right hand as well. Good fight so far. Good first round. This is not a filling out round. This is an action-packed first round. Tug is not here to lay down. Oh, nice check left hook lands for Nyambayar as Colbert was stepping in. Very fast. Primetime lands another jab. Both fighters look really, really fast, by the way. Primetime's is working that jab. He's been consistently landing jabs up top and to the body. King Tug lands a shot in the mix of his combination. Now they're having a little jab wars. 10 seconds left in the first round. Very good round, man. I like both fighters. Chris Colbert just switched to southpaw, and yeah, round one is done. Good first round. Very, very, very action-packed first round, man. Very good action-packed round. You know, I can see people giving both rounds. I think Colbert definitely landed more. Though he was definitely more consistent throughout the round, but King Tug definitely started off fast, and he actually finished off a little strong too. So that was a pretty good round. I'm gonna give it to Colbert though, because he just did a little bit more throughout the entire round. Yeah, I got a 1-0 for Chris. I like Zerdo against Barrera next week. Diaz versus Fortuna is a great fight. All right, give me a minute. All right, we're in round two. So Colbert is fighting as a southpaw right now. We know that he can switch. All right, and his guard is down. Tug lands a jab. He sneaks a jab in there. Tug steps in, lands a combination. So Colbert switches back as a righty. I think he looks better as a righty in this fight. I don't think this is the type of fight that he can play around here. He needs to stay as a righty. He looks more sharp as a righty. Oh, nice right hand to the body by Colbert. He's much sharper as a righty. He can fight well as a lefty, but he looks better orthodox. All right, Colbert, nice pull counter right hand lands for him. Tugs lands, he didn't land a shot. He snuck a shot into the body there too. So we're in the second round. If you're just joining us, we're in the second round. We're about halfway through the second round right now. I gave the first round to Chris Colbert, but it was a very, very entertaining first round. Things are starting to slow down just a little bit, all right? Chris is still just popping that jab, though. Lands one to the body. Look, they both trade jabs. Nyambayar lands his jab. Chris is just keeping that jab going, though, nonstop. Not all of them are landing. A lot of them are being parried. Good fight so far. They're both going at it. Nothing's really landing clean right now. They're both in the same center of the ring. No one's really seemed to be dominant this round. This is going to be another close round here. Colbert goes back to fight as a lefty now. He's back as a southpaw. Yeah, when he fights as a southpaw, oh, see, now Tug lands a straight right. Now Tug is being aggressive. Every time he switches as a southpaw, then Chris Colbert goes right back to a righty. He's not good when he switches to southpaw. Oh, nice right hand. Yo, King Tug is giving him a good fight, man. I'm going to give him that round. 1-1. That was a good round. This is a good fight, man. Very, very good fight. Chris Colbert is getting hit, man. He's getting touched. All right, no one's getting hurt, but they're both getting off so far. Yeah, Colbert has to stay orthodox. Absolutely. I have it 1-1. Barry Barnes, thank you. Make sure you guys smash that like button. All right, so we're about to start the third round. We got it 1-1 so far. All right, round 3. Chris Colbert comes back out as orthodox. See what happens here. Jab lands for Colbert. Right hand lands for Colbert. Another right hand. Oh, right. A 1 and a 2 lands for Colbert. Colbert's coming out a little bit more aggressive this round. King Tug haven't really landed much. Oh, lands. Gets a left hand in there. A right hand in there. Now he has Colbert on the ropes. Colbert is guarding up. Lands a good combination. Tug landed about a good 3 or 4 shots. Now Colbert comes back with a combination to the body. Lands about 2 shots to the body. Tug responds with a right hand over the top. Good back and forth. Colbert's now coming forward again. Lands a jab. Lands another jab. Now he's starting to be a bully in there. Now he's making it a fumble fight. He's coming forward. He's closing the gap, and he's walking Tug down. Lands a jab. No. Oh, combination to the body. Right hand up top. Colbert seems to be pissed off, and now he's making it a fight, and Tug is tied up right now. We got 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the third round. Colbert is walking him down now. Tug is on his back foot. Colbert lands a big right hand to the body, and now he is fighting as a southpaw again. Let's see how this works. He keeps switching back. He keeps switching back as a southpaw. He's clearly not the same fighter. I mean, he could switch and fight good, but he's clearly not the same fighter as a southpaw. You know, he can do it, but let's see what happens here. He's still in control, and this is his round so far by far. We got 1 minute left in the third round. All right, Colbert's back as a righty. Oh, Tug lands a clean right hand. Primetime guards up. Yeah, Colbert took a clean right hand, but that's a big right hand. Colbert lands a right hand and then left. It looked like he hurt Tug for a second, but he didn't. Tug responded. All right, 30 seconds left in this third round. All rounds have been action-packed so far. Very, very good fight. No one has gotten hurt, but they both have gotten off. Tug is, I mean, right now, I think this is Colbert's best round, but Tug is still landing good shots here. All right. All right, this round is another right hand lands for Colbert. Good round. Good third round. I have it 2-1 for Colbert right now. Round 1, Colbert. Round 2, Tug. Round 3, primetime. Good stuff. Good fight. This is a good fight, man. Shout out to everyone that's here. You know, I know it's not big names, but everyone here is are boxer fans, you know. This is definitely a fight that, you know, it's not big names. Primetime did land a low blow in one of those combinations there. They're showing a replay. Tug definitely landed a bigger shot, though, with that right hand. The counter right hand was perfectly timed. All right, we're in the fourth round. I have it 2-1 for Colbert right now. No one's been hurt yet, though. No one's really been hurt. Nice jabs land for prime time. He's really showing his range. He's showing his quickness here. I think King Tug is just very explosive at times, and I think that's when he's been at his best. When he, he gets in, he lands one cleans, but when he starts throwing a combination, those are his best moments. When he lands the combinations and he turns Colbert a little bit, that's when he's having his best moments, when he gets Colbert against the ropes. They had a little head clash just now, but everything seems to be okay. I don't think there's any cuts at all. And we're a minute into the fourth round. All right, so still anyone's round. Nice, clean right hand counter again by Tug. And I think a lot of these right hands, I'm starting to realize, it's really because, Colbert's guard, his lead hand is not up, So when he comes in and he's throwing these right hands and stuff, he leaves his whole, another right hand, another one over the top lands for King Tug. Colbert, who has good reflexes, right? And he's showed great defense in other fights. Tug is very fast, and he's been timing him stepping in because he doesn't have that guard up, and he's been getting caught walking into shots. Another right hand lands for Colbert. Colbert lands 2 right hands up top. He's still in control in this fight, though, but Tug is giving him a good fight. This is a tough fight for prime time. So we have 50 seconds left in the fourth round. Colbert is in the lead though here this round. He's in control here. If the fight continues to go this way, I can see Primetime outscoring him. But if Tug could actually hurt Primetime with one of the excuse me, if he can hurt Colbert with one of those right hands, it can definitely change the fight around. Oh, another right hand by Colbert. He's been consistent with that right hand. He's landing them, and they're clean. Tug has displayed a very good chin. Both have. All right, we're coming. All right, round 4 is done. He's showing Zab Judah in the crowd, supporting Prime Time. All right, that's another round for Prime Time for me. Tug speed and asset. Yeah, Tug has very, very good hand speed here, I think Colbert is winning the rounds, though, because he's doing more. But Tug has been hitting him with some really, really good shots, some really good counters. He just needs a little bit more if he want to secure these rounds. That's why I gave him the second round, because he was a little bit more consistent throughout the whole round. Instead of these other rounds where he landed like 1 or 2 big right hands. But Colbert is the one that's consistently landing jabs. He's landing right hands himself. He's going to the body more. I think Colbert is giving us a little bit more. So I have it 3-1 so far for Prime Time. We're in the 5th round. Prime Time starts out landing a right hand, but it was rolled a little bit. Didn't land that clean. Prime Time lands a jab again just now. What I think Prime Time needs to do at this point is use his size and start walking Tug down. But we may see that. I know in Prime Time's last fight, we saw a mix of everything. Him switching. Oh, another head clash. Another one. And this one might be bad. Prime Time is in his corner. I don't see a cut. So he might be okay. All right, that's the second headbutt in this fight so far. Tug, I really, as far as what he needs to do, I just think he needs to be a little bit more active. I think he needs to let his hands go. I know he's trying to catch in time Colbert here. I don't think he's trying to outwork Colbert. I think he's just working on landing that perfect shot. Nice combination by Tug. Lands up top. But you can see the size difference. You could definitely see when they have that side view camera that's leveled, like base level, you can see the difference in the size of the two of them. Tug lands up right to the body. We're halfway through the 5th round. Colbert steps in and lands a combination up top. All right, they're both playing a waiting game a little bit right now. Waiting for counters. Tug lands a jab. Colbert lands a left hook. Colbert lands a right hand up top. Primetime's jab has been consistent. That's one thing about him. Oh, nice 3-punch combination by Chris Colbert lands. We're about 50 seconds left in this 5th round. So far, another Colbert round so far. We just need a little bit more from King Tug. Another thing, too, is Tug is not really making much use of his jab. Oh, another right hand over the top lands for Tug. And I see where he's going with this. I don't think he's trying to outscore Primetime. I think he's going for the knockout. It's just that Primetime has been taking all of these right hands up top. I can see one of these hurting him if he's not careful, man. Tug is looking for the big shot. That last shot was a KO punch right there. Just didn't get it in. He's looking for it. That's what he's looking for, though. Colbert is still outworking him here, though. Tug is looking to knock him out. Tug is looking to land that right hand perfectly and put this dude to sleep. Chris Colbert is doing more work, though. And that's another round for him. Colbert haven't shown that he can. I mean, he's landed big shots too, but he hasn't hurt Tug yet. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you're new. Smash that smash that like button and hit that subscribe button as well. Subscribe to the channel. We got a 5-0 Chris. We got a 3-2 King Tug. Oh, wow. Okay. I have it 4-1 for Chris Colbert. What I will say is that I do believe that King Tug has landed some of the bigger shots, but not enough for me. So we're in the 6th round. Primetime's just been consistent with the jab still. Just keep landing the jab. Nothing from King Tug yet in this round. Good fight so far. Damn, I ran out of water. Colbert is all jabs this round. Lands a right hand to the body. Oh, lands a nice combination. Nice 1-2 up top lands for Colbert. And he's keeping that jab out there. Still landing the jab consistently. Nothing from King Tug this round. Oh, Chris Tug. Not Chris Tug. Colbert lands an uppercut on the inside. A combination on the inside. It's been all Colbert this 6th round so far. He's starting to land more consistent. Now he's landing more power shots here. Nothing yet from King Tug. Nice left to the body by King Tug. Think it might have been blocked, but Primetime still in control here. Nice right to the body by King Tug. We got a minute left in the 6th round. Primetime need to go back to that body. Tug, we need to get more from the body from him. Nice jab lands by Tug. Colbert has just still been consistent with the jab, though, all round long, all fight long. Right hand lands for Colbert. Doesn't seem like he can hurt Tug, though. Even though he's a smaller guy, he's been displaying a good chin. Doesn't look like he's taking too much damage. I know he's bleeding from the nose a little bit, but eyes look good. No real swelling, just a little reddish on his face from all the punches he's taken. Same thing with Chris. Chris, outside of the 2 head clashes, he doesn't seem like he's received too much damage neither. Visibly, I mean. They both look good. But that was another Colbert round. High Tech said Colbert fights kind of fights like AB, but he throws his punches. Yeah, a little bit. I could see the comparison there. I still got Chris up. I believe 5-1 now. Oh, boy. Yeah, I have 5-1 for Chris. All right, so we're in the 7th round now. Very good fight, by the way. Very competitive fight. Please don't take my scorecard as in this is a dominating performance. This is a very competitive fight. But Chris is winning to me, clearly. The unofficial scorecards pretty much have it the same way I scored it for now. They gave Colbert every round except the 3rd round. I gave the 2nd round to Nyambayar. And Tug did land a big overhand right a moment ago. He's starting to put on a little bit more on the attack this round so far. The right lands to the body by Tug. I don't know what the game plan is here. Is he going to just continue looking to land that one big shot? Or is he going to start trying to pick up rounds here? Colbert is walking him down again now, and it looks like he's trying to close the gap between the two. And he is throwing short shots as he steps in. But Tug has been doing a decent job fighting on his back foot, keeping that jab out there and landing shots as Chris walks in. But Chris is really putting the pressure on him now. I think Nyambayar could definitely fight a little bit on his back foot, but he doesn't look that comfortable in doing it. I don't think this is what he really wants here. And Colbert is just putting the pressure on him now. Hasn't landed anything significant, though, in this round. But he's definitely making Nyambayar. Oh, there goes a right hand by Colbert. Another body shot lands for Colbert. Oh, 1 and a 2 up top by Colbert. Oh, Colbert is starting to press forward and land shots now. Body shot lands. Misses the left hand. Tug is still fighting, though. Lands a counter jab. Colbert is still walking forward, walking him down. Now, lands a combination to the body, and King Tug is tying up now. Colbert is all over him now. Lands a left hand up top. Lands a 1-2 up top. He destroyed Tug in that last minute or so. All right. Chris Colbert stole that round. Colbert stole that round. He bullied him. the whole last minute of the fight. I mean, that round. But that's a swing round because Tug was definitely winning, but Chris landed the more significant shots in that fight and started to walk him down. I think that's his best chance of winning or getting the stoppage if he continues to fight that way and bully King Tug, who is the smaller guy, just walking him down. Chris, if you're just stepping in, we are going into the 8th round. We're starting the 8th round now. I have it 6 rounds to 1 for Chris Colbert so far. And we are now in the 8th round. All right. See what Chris does here. Is he going to go back to being a bully, or is he going to start fighting on the outside again? Looks like he's fighting on the outside again. Nope, he just went southpaw, and King Tug is now coming forward, and he lands a right to the body, clean. See, my thing is with Chris, and he pretty much likes to just switch it up throughout the fight. If you have something working for you, why switch it, you know? Oh, nice 1-2 lands for Chris Colbert, but he is now fighting on his back foot, and he's moving laterally here. Slipping some shots for King Tug. He's doing it well. Oh, nice check left hook lands for Tug. Very clean. But if it was working for you that last round, why not continue doing it, you know? I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to work some things. Thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe taking a round off. Oh, boy, I am tired. Colbert is just, he's in control right now with his jab. He lands a right hand up top. Nyambayar is starting to slow down a little bit with the activity, even though Chris is too, but yeah, Colbert is starting to walk him down a little bit now. Oh, he's switching it up again. Nice right up top by King Tug. Oh, okay. Chris, is not much action here in this round. Chris is just sticking that jab out there. Oh, big left hand lands for Colbert. He switches to a southpaw for the moment and lands a big left hand. Lands a right, but Tug responds and counters it and lands a right of his own. Good little action at the end of the round, but mostly slow round. I can't give Tug these rounds, man. I need more from him. I need more. Yeah, I need more from him. He's doing good, but he can never keep it consistent and around. Whereas Chris can, you know. I think the size and the reach definitely plays a role. And plus, Chris is very, very fast for his, you know, his size. Thanks for the copyright warning. Tommy Montgomery, thank you. All right, we're in the where are we? We're in the 9th round. All right, I think it's pretty clear that Chris is winning. I'm gonna see if he can get a knockdown, or you know, I don't know if he's gonna change up the pace here. But it's a good fight. It's not a bad fight. It's a very technical fight between two boxers. But let's see if one of them going to change the pace here, because now we're getting closer to championship rounds. All right, so this round has been slow. I'm sorry, I've been quiet. We're a minute into the ninth. Chris is back to moving and circling around the ring. Tug is just kind of walking forward, but he's not really throwing much. So we're not really getting much action here this round. I don't know if Colbert is taking a round off, but he's moving, he's bouncing, he's he's on the end of his toes, he's just bouncing around very light on his feet. And Tug is the one that's coming forward and he's throwing punches so far. He's been the aggressor. All right, Prime Time lands a right hand up top. Oh boy. I'm sorry for all the yawning, y'all. I am really tired. And this has been a very, very slow round. All right, we got a minute left in the ninth round. Nice counter jab by King Tug. Jab lands for Prime Time. Tug steps in, lands a combination. He's being the aggressor now. Prime Time is still circling the ring. You got 40 seconds left in the ninth round. Smash that like button if you haven't already. If you're just checking in, hit that thumbs up, please. Thank you. Yeah, Prime Time is definitely taking a round off because he's not throwing much of anything this round. And he's not winning this round. Oh, boy. Oh, nice combination between the two in the center of the ring. And Chris Colbert got the better of him in that combination. Does a quick alley shuffle and ninth round ends. I'm giving Tug that round, man. You know, Chris didn't really do much in that round until the end, outside of landing a couple jabs. King Tug did more in that round. I like the combination he landed. He was putting the pressure on Chris. But I think Chris was taking a round off. I'm giving King Tug that round. And I think I have it scored 7-2. 7-2 for Chris. Yeah, John Doe is see it the way I see it. High Tech says Colbert has a very pleasing style. He's slick, but he likes to engage. Absolutely. And the volume is there. He's definitely letting his hands go. You know, he's not afraid to throw those hands. All right. He's being cautious, but he likes to engage, like you said. Very good comment. All right, y'all. We are in the 10th round here. 10th round. All right. Chris Colbert comes out as a southpaw. All right. So whenever he's going to southpaw, King Tug has been very aggressive whenever he switches. All right. So he comes out being very aggressive. And now Chris Colbert goes right back to fighting orthodox. And comes out slinging a crazy combination. And nice short right hand counter he lands. All right, so far this round is Chris Colbert. He's coming out firing shots from the orthodox position. Lands a jab to the body, uppercut, throws a combination. A couple of those combinations up top were slaps, though. All right, so now he's back being light-footed, and he's just bouncing around, moving laterally, and pot-shotting. And King Tug is just following him around the ring. Oh boy. I just yawned like 13 times. in 5 minutes. It's still anyone's round. We're almost halfway through the 10th round. Ooh, another combination lands for Chris Colbert. But he's not putting a lot of power down in these shots. You can clearly tell. Tug lands a right hand up top, and Primetime holds him momentarily. Nyambayar lands a right to the body. Nyambayar is throwing a combination, mainly blocked by Primetime. Now Primetime is guys back against the ropes willingly, and now they're back in the center of the ring. King Tug didn't really get much out of that combination. 30 seconds left in the 10th round. Oh, boy. Another combination to the body by Chris Colbert. All right. Nyambayar responds with a right up top. Chris Colbert responds with a combination up top. He's still outworking King Tug in a way, all right? He's still outworking him. He's not hurting him, but he's definitely outworking him. He's throwing more. He's landing more. Yeah, Chris is outworking Tug. Definitely. All right. All right, we're in the 11th round, y'all. For me, pretty easy to score. You know, I have it pretty much 9 rounds to 2, or is it 8 rounds to 2? 8 rounds to 2. You know, one or maybe, you know, one of those rounds, maybe a swing round in there. But I have it 8 rounds to 2 for Chris Colbert. We're in the 11th round, and Colbert is starting out by moving laterally again, you know. He seems to have the most success when he walked forward and marched Nyambayar down, but now he's moving laterally. He's pot shotting. He just landed a jab and a right hand, but he's on the move heavy this 11th round so far. All right, he's doing more moving that we've seen him do in this round here so far in this fight. But he's been switching it up throughout the rounds too, within the rounds, I mean. Colbert is just landing the jab, but he's staying on the move. King Tug is lunging in, throwing right hands, missing. So Colbert is he's really light on his feet right now. He's feinting. He's keeping that jab out there. And Tug is having a really hard time trying to close the gap right now and land from outside of range. Think he's probably going to finish the fight out like this, man. I don't think he's going to be trying to like stop King Tug at this point. Tug lands a combination to the body, though. He does get 2 shots in there. Not much action here. We just under a minute left in the 11th round. Chris goes for the 1-2. but misses, blocked. Tug lands a right to the body. Lands a left hook up top too. Chris is still just lands a jab. Yeah, Tug is having an issue with, he can't really deal with Chris's movement here. He did sneak a right hand in there though. Close round here. This is probably a difficult one to score. I think this is one of the most difficult rounds to score. I did like Chris landing the shots early, but a lot of the remainder of that round, he did a lot of movement, not much. I think King Tug started to land a little bit more later in that round. I'm gonna give him that round. I'm gonna give that round, but I think that could go either way. That last round there. At this point, Chris is far ahead. Tug really needs a knockout at this point. Earlier in the fight, he was landing some really good, clean, over the top right hands, counters. I haven't seen that in a while. I don't know if it's because of Colbert, but I haven't seen him land those clean right hands in a while, like we saw earlier in the fight. All right, we're in the 12th round. These guys show respect to each other, and let's go. Let's see what happens here. Colbert seems to be really light on his feet still. He's not fighting flat-footed at the moment, and he's sticking that jab out there. I haven't seen anything from King Tug so far. Chris Colbert goes for the 1-2, but it's blocked by King Tug. Tug lands a looping left hand. Colbert looked like he's just trying to secure the fight. I don't think he's trying to be fancy. The unofficial scorecards, by the way, has it every round for Colbert except the third round. Just want to put that out there. All right. I'm giving Nyambayar 3 rounds. Colbert is just moving at this point. He's not even fighting, really. He's moving laterally heavy now. Like the heaviest he has all fight long. And Tug is just being aggressive and missing on his way in. He's missing bad. Tug just can't reach him when he moves. Not much action from Colbert. Even if you were to give King Tug the round, prime time is just too far up. But now prime time is not. Now he's holding his ground, and they're back in the center of the ring. Let's see what happens from here. King Tug needs to fight as if he needs a knockout to win. He needs to fight that way right now. He needs to become a little bit more aggressive. Tug lands a right hand to the body. We got 50 seconds left in the 12th round. Chris is not doing much of anything this round again. He's just trying to secure the win. He's making King Tug miss a lot with his movement. He's making him miss a lot. He's displaying a good defense, but he's not putting anything out there to win the round. Tug goes off at him. They both exchange. They both trade. Now they're both going to war. A lot of punches. They just trade, go to war in the last 10 seconds, and the fight is over. All right. I think Tug won that round too. I'm scoring it 8 rounds to 4 for Chris Colbert. I think that's what I have it officially. I'm not sure if it's 8 rounds to 4 or 7 to 5, but Chris Colbert won the fight, you know. And that's with me being generous. 8 rounds to 4, maybe 7 rounds to 5. I can't remember what I scored it. I think I gave the last 2 rounds to King Tug though. And I gave 2 earlier rounds to King Tug. So we got an 8-4. 8-4. No knockdowns. No one got hurt at all in this fight. But it was a good fight. Good technical boxing fight. Not a wow fight, but a good fight. A solid fight. What do you guys score it? How do you guys score it? What do you guys think before they give us the scorecards? What do you guys think? What do you think of Chris's performance? Are you impressed? Do you think should he fight the best at 130? How do you like him against a Shakur Stevenson? How do you like him against a Diaz, Valdez, a Tank? How do you guys like him against all of these top fighters at 130? Even though Tank is not fighting at 130 anymore, but he still holds a belt down there. Devin says he was entertained. Good fight. Yeah, I think King Tug thinks I think his corner think they won. They're like kind of celebrating, but Colbert has no pop. I don't know. I mean, he got a knockout in his last win, which was one of his better wins in his career. He couldn't hurt King Tug, but I don't know if that's because Colbert can't punch or because Tug has a great chin. I really don't know. I mean, he gave Garrett Russell some issues in that fight too, especially in the second half. Yeah, I was thinking, I made a comment in my video yesterday basically saying that, if this fight is very close, I can see him getting screwed by the judges because of his comments this week. You never know, I hope not. I hope they do the right thing and give him the fight, but you just never know. Maybe they'll give him a warning shot. Who knows? Scare him up to get a bit. Now, lately with boxing, it seems like one judge always has it completely wrong, and they make it a robbery, But it was a good fight. You got a unanimous decision. 117, 111 for 118, 110. Yeah, Chris Colbert. 117, 111, 118, 110. Sounds about right. I think most of you pretty much agree with that in the comments. All right. Good win, man. Good win. A good fight. I still want to see more. I still want to see what Colbert can really do when he fights the super elite at the division. But it was a good display of boxing. He's very versatile. He can fight both stances. He can go to the body. He shows pretty good defense. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Al Heyman. Thanks, God. Yeah, this is a week and a half notice, by the way, too. I just hope they don't reschedule the Gamboa fight. Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick review right now. I just want to see who he's willing to fight next and who he could fight. You know, is he willing to move up? And as far as the PBC is concerned, you know, is he going to fight Leo Santa Cruz? You know, I don't know what this guy's going to do next.
And tonight, what do you think you are in terms of now going to compete against the elite in this division?
Ask him where do they think he is.
I'm number one in WBA. So,
competing against the elites. He said he's number one at WBA.
Thank you everybody for coming out. I appreciate you all. Do you expect to fight again in 2021? Oh, for sure.
He said he's gonna fight against 2021, but he doesn't name anyone. All right. All right. Shout out to everyone. All right, got you. All right. Fight's done. Quick review. I think it was a good fight. I think King Tug is definitely a good fighter. He lost to Gary Russell, but I think he put on a similar performance against Gary at the end of or not even at the end, the second half of their fight. He started to really put the pressure on. Gary is a lot smaller than Chris Colbert. So, yeah, it was a little bit more competitive, I think. I remember it being a little bit more competitive in their fight. But Chris Colbert looked good. I'm not saying he doesn't have power, but I think if he fought the very best at the division, I don't think his power is going to show that much, you know. Those guys, the very, best guys, they have better chins, So I'm interested in seeing him fight any of the top fighters. But he showed his versatility, he fought out of a southpaw position where I think a little bit in a way, and I don't want to use expose as the word, but what I will say is that it was clear that he can't fight as a lefty, not nowhere nearly as he could as an orthodox fighter. All right. But it was still a good performance. Again, Miguel Burchell, I don't know when he's returning. He's an ESPN guy. Jamal Herring is an ESPN guy. Oscar Valdez is an ESPN guy. So is Shakur Stevenson. Joseph Diaz is going to be fighting Javier Fortuna. All right. Tevin Farmer is over there with the Zone and Matchroom. I really don't know what is next for this guy, but, I would like to see him fight against an elite fighter at some point. Even if it's like Miguel Burchell. I know he got knocked out in his last fight, but, he's still around, and I just got to see a little bit more. I'm not completely sold. I think he's very, very good. I just don't know how good he looks against the super elite. And he doesn't call any of them out. But most of them are not with the network. So, I don't know what's going to happen with the WBA. Are they going to elevate him because Tank is he going to vacate the title? I have no idea. All right. But it was a good fight. Very competitive fight. King Tug landed some good overhand right counters, especially early. I think if he was fighting at 126, maybe still, I think he would have definitely might have hurt or knocked out some guys with that punch. But Colbert did good, but it wasn't a wow, and being that all eyes was on him because of what he said in his Wilder comments, I expected a little bit more. I like the fact that there was a couple of rounds in there where Chris started to walk him down and go to his body and bully him and use his size against King Tug, and Tug really didn't have an answer for it. The thing is, Colbert would do it for a round and then don't do it again for several rounds and start dancing around the ring, moving laterally and stuff, just pot shotting and stuff. So I feel that Chris Colbert could have done more if he had put pressure on his opponent, who was the smaller man, tonight, but he didn't. Overall, good fight. Chris Colbert and Tevin Farmer. I'm going to answer your question, Eddie Morales. If they were to fight, who wins? I'm leaning a little bit more towards Chris Colbert to win that. All right. Just because he lets his hand go a little bit more. Both are not really big punchers, but I think Chris is more likely to win rounds and secure rounds because of him throwing punches, whereas Tevin Farmer will probably get off, take advantage of some of the mistakes that Chris makes. He might even force Chris to come after him. Tevin Farmer has great defense, better than Chris's, in my opinion. So he would definitely land some good counters in there. That would be a good fight, and I would love to see the fight. All right. I don't think Chris Colbert is better than Shakur Stevenson. I don't think that he is better than Tank Davis. But what I do like about him is that I think that he's more exciting than Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion. He's more versatile than the both of them as well. Like I said, again, I don't think he can beat the both of them, but I do think that he brings something that would trouble the two of those fighters. Nah, I'm not eating the brownies. I'm just tired, man. All right. So anyway, I'm not picking Colbert over Shakur. Is that what I said? If I did say that, please, I mean Shakur over Colbert. All right. And I also have Tank over Colbert for now. But I would like to see him fight some of these top guys, and I'm waiting for him to call some of them out, by name. All right. Yes, he is definitely more versatile than Tank because of the fact that he can switch. And I think he can be like Tank could do a lot. I don't want to sit here and not act like he can't. But what I like with Chris is that every round he shows a different style to me, and I think he's more versatile overall because he could pretty much do everything. I've seen him display a lot of power. I've seen him trade. I've seen him just fight on the outside. I've seen him fight on his back foot. I've seen him move laterally a lot, be light on his toes, like tonight. I can see him walking guys down, doing the phone booth thing. I think he's just more versatile, but I don't think he's a better fighter than Tank overall or Shakur Stevenson. Shakur has a much better defense. He's very fast too. I just think he is just on a technical. I think his IQ is just a little bit greater than Chris's. All right, but he can fight. He can fight, and I would love to see him in the ring with all of these guys. I think any fighter at 130 that fights Chris Colbert, any top fighter, it would be good for anybody to fight him. The guys that just lost, like a Miguel Burchell. All right. So anyway, that is my review of the fight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As you can see, I'm very, very tired. I do want to go take a nap. Hopefully I could jump on tomorrow in the morning and discuss some more stuff. All right. But listen, have a good night, everyone. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel, and I'm out. Peace.